on September 15th, 2014, in the amount of $4 million. Now, that brought up the total bond ordinance to $13.7 million. Now, the reason why that was amended for $4 million was because at that time, based on meetings we've had with our professionals and consultants, we took action on the beautiful facility that you see before you in this photograph. In order to complete that Little League field, along with opening up a portion of the facility, such as the basketball courts and perhaps some of the walking paths, that engineer's estimate was provided, and we took action, hence hired another contractor to perform that task, Tomco Construction. Subsequently, this evening, hopefully, you will adopt ordinance 1519-2015 in the amount of $6 million, a third amendment. That $6 million was based on an engineer's estimate provided by our borough engineer, CME, for the final amenities plan, which is the balance of the project, which the mayor referenced in his opening remarks. Now, those are all estimates. We have approved several change orders, and those change orders have been significant. And the reason why those change orders are significant is because of the amount of contamination that has been removed from the facility. That material is being removed, making that facility a clean facility. So there is continual removal of material that drive up the cost. So has the material removal exceeded what we have originally estimated for? Yes. And those change orders are reflected in those actions that we previously took. So hopefully that'll explain the steps in this particular part of it.
Thank you, Greg. I hope that explains how that process went. Okay, can I please have a motion to adopt ordinance 1519-2015? Can I get a roll call, please?
Okay. Councilman Henry.
Yes.
Councilman Rowland.
Yes.
Councilman Monty.
Yes.
Councilman Vidal.
Yes.
And Councilman Bartolome.
Yes.
Oh, motion passes.
Very good. Okay, we have the introduction of ordinances. You want to read those, Mike? Introduction of ordinance. Two of them we have.
Oh, these are, okay. The introduction?
Yes.
Okay, introduction of ordinance number 1520-2015. An ordinance amending chapter 204, section 23 of the Code of the Borough of Edgewater, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, increasing fees paid for fire watch.
The next one?
We need a motion to adopt the second hearing. What hearing date do you have?
June 15th.
Do you roll call?
Okay, I'm going to roll call.
Is there discussion on it?
Well, it's, yeah. Is there any discussion we're gonna, on the first?
No, just, this is the,
This is
The
the,
introduction.
this is the introduction.
That's the introduction.
Right, and then we're gonna go, this is for the fees paid for the fire.
does anybody want an explanation on it, or should we just, is there enough information for the public? It's basically increasing the paid fee from $10 an hour to $15 an hour. It's been $10 an hour for 22 years. I have to expand on this. So the volunteer fire department, the volunteer first aid squad, long.
This is to,
Introduce the ordinance.
I'd like to introduce it.
Okay, a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Councilman Henry.
Abstain.
Councilman Rowland.
Yes.
Councilman Monty.
Yes.
Councilman Vidal.
Yes.
Councilman Bartolome.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, the introduction of ordinance number 1521-2015.
Okay. An ordinance authorizing emergency standby services by the fire department and the first aid squad.
Any questions or comments?
Just, this is just part two. This has nothing to do with taxpayers. This is the private property when their fire system goes down or whatnot. It's a fee that they pay. They also pay the town. They also pay for equipment. It's a very standard fee throughout the county. I'll abstain for this as well.
I hear a motion?
Introduction.
Excuse me, go ahead. Take a second.
Second.
Roll call.
Okay, Councilman Augustine?
Abstain.
Councilwoman Lawler? Yes. Councilman Monty?
Yes.
Councilman Vidal?
Yes.
Councilman Bartel?
Yes.
And motion passes.
Resolutions? Consent agenda for resolutions, 2015. Yes, sir.
Could we do communication petitions committee reports before that?
Oh, sorry. I
Yeah,
missed that.
H, I, and
I'm
J.
sorry. I missed
No
that. Communications and petitions. What do you have? Council.
Council reports.
I'd like to comment on the.
Lawler. You just start closing.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Councilwoman Lawler and I have been working on the dog run with the DPW and the legal, Joe Marinello and Craig and Borough Engineer. We have identified a pocket park just east of the municipal lot across from Old Borough Hall. A very underutilized pocket park. We're taking half of it for a dog run. It's going to move forward. DPW is going to do the work. Cost is minimal. Grand opening should be the second week of June. A lot of dog owners have looked forward to it. We'll look forward to get it done. Thank you.
Vince?
Just at the last recreation meeting, there was discussion as far as the opening of the Little League field. And third week in June, we're gonna have a grand opening there with rides, refreshments, get the kids on the field. So kind of piggybacking what the mayor started with tonight, but we will be having a grand opening third week in June.
Very good.
Just an update on the volunteer ambulance squad. We're trying to retrofit the old Borough Hall. We're moving forward with an inspection, looking into any contaminants that might be in the old building. And once we get a report from this remediation company, we'll make a decision. And after that, we'll contract a demo company to come in, tear it apart on the inside, bring it down to the rafters, all 3 floors, and then hope to utilize our DPW to rebuild it, starting on the first floor and going up. More or less, that's where we're at with this.
Councilman
So it's
Vidal?
moving along.
I'm sorry, Councilman Vidal?
On August 4th, the police department and the PBA will be sponsoring National Night Out. It's a Tuesday night, we'll be having a band, a bounce house for the children. They're gonna be doing police demonstrations and having some food and refreshments, so and we're gonna make a night out of it, so come down and join us all.
Where? Sorry.
Down at the marina.
On the resolutions. Consent agenda on resolutions number 2015, 108 through 124. Is there anything in these resolutions that anyone wants to comment on? I read all the resolutions and it seems everything's in order. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second? A roll call, please.
Okay, Councilman Edwards?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lawler? Yes. Councilman Monty?
Yes.
Councilman Vidal?
Yes.
Councilman Bartel?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Council, you have anything to add?
No.
Any administrative reports?
Briefly, Mayor, just as a quick status to the new website, the staff have been reviewing it to make sure the functionality is working correctly. So we're hoping to unveil that within the coming short few weeks. There'll be a variety of new tasks that residents can do, such as make payments, fill out online forms without doing paperwork via mail or in person. So we're hoping that gets unveiled and should be an asset to the borough.
Very great. We're looking for
Peggy is going through each page, page by page, just to ensure that the content is accurate and that the functionality is there. So we'll try to expedite that process.
Greg, will be a side-by-side beta test to do all that?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I think, obviously, we've had our issues with things coming on and going off phantom-like, and that's what happens when the whole system happens, and this is timely.
Okay. At this time, I just want to make it aware, I want to make a proclamation. We have two ladies here from our volunteer first aid squad. And it's Emergency Medical Services Week is May 17th through May 2015. So I'd like to read this proclamation. Whereas the emergency medical services is a vital public service to the residents of Edgewater. And whereas the members of the Edgewater Volunteer First Aid Squad and Emergency Medical Services are ready to provide life-saving care to those in need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And whereas access to quality emergency care dramatically improves the survival and recovery rate of those who experience sudden illness or injury. And whereas since April 21st, 1981, the Edgewater Volunteer First Aid Squad has provided emergency medical services to the borough of Edgewater and surrounding communities. And whereas the members of the Edgewater Volunteer First Aid Squad and Emergency Medical Services engage in thousands of hours of specialized training and continuing education to enhance their life-saving skills. And whereas it is appropriate to recognize the value and the accomplishments of emergency medical service providers by this designated Emergency Medical Services Week. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Michael McPartland, Mayor of Edgewater, along with the Borough Council, do hereby proclaim the week of May 17th through the 23rd, 2015, as Emergency Medical Services Week within the Borough of Edgewater on this 15th day of May in the year of 2015. Ladies, could you just come forward? Thank you.
Clear and steady path toward the completion of the new first aid ambulance squad. It's asbestos survey, asbestos removal, demolition, and construction of the first floor facility. And he is, Councilman Bartonello, is full speed on that, and we give you our commitment. It's a steady path now. So please hang in there just a little bit longer.
Yeah. And then one more order of business. I want to appoint Miss Anna Gordon of 1444 River Road of Edgewater, New Jersey, and appoint her to the Cultural and Historical Board. Anna, please stand up and be recognized. I appreciate anyone who's willing to serve on any one of our boards. Thank you. That's it. I think that's it. Can I have a motion to adjourn? Unless there's anything else we want to discuss.
That's up to the insurance, that's up to,
Do we have anything else to discuss, Councilman?
Close for insurance or?
No, not at this time.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.